When you join God's mission of love in the world, you're tapping into something that means that you're never going to be tired doing ministry again, because it's a bit like putting an electric plug in a socket. You're tapping into the source of love in this world, which is Jesus Christ, and sharing that love and sharing the gospel is an energizing thing.
It makes you think. It makes you stop and consider, what is the message we have? Who does this message fit for? And I think that's been the encouraging thing for me, is I really see clearly the message we have is an amazing message, and the mission field is every human being.
Our hope is that our students will take away a lot of tools for their toolboxes. For example, they're learning things that they have never even delved into before.
Niagara School for Missional Leadership gives leaders and future leaders this space where they can practice skills and try things out, where the stakes are a little bit lower and where you'll get all sorts of amazing feedback about what's going well and what's not going well.
I'm taking missional preaching at the Niagara School for Missional Leadership, and I was really attracted to that course, partly because our bishop is teaching it, and I've heard her preach, and I know it will be missional, and partly because I'm very interested in everything to do with preaching. I love preaching and everything to do with mission. So putting the two together is very exciting.
And one of the trendy words that's being used about this is that the church needs to be more missional. In other words, to learn to relate to a culture where very few people and a decreasing number of people have any experience of what church is. I suppose the fancy way of describing this is we need a paradigm shift. And I see the Niagara School for Missional Leadership as helping us make just that necessary shift.
Learning to me is lifelong, and that's what's important. And I do truly believe that the more we learn about each other, the more our barriers are broken down.
My wife and I are so thankful for the Niagara School of Missional Leadership, how we feel equipped by it, encouraged by it, and welcomed by it. As non-Anglicans, we're so thankful that they welcome the entire body of Christ.
I would wholeheartedly recommend taking a class or 2 or 3 at the Niagara School for Missional Leadership, because it's not only an amazing opportunity to get to know other church leaders, but it's this place where it's a safe space for church leaders to be able to try out different things.
My hope is that as folk, both lay and ordained, take courses in the Niagara School for Missional Leadership, that will enable us to be more nimble, more flexible, to think outside some of the traditional church boxes, to convey in word and action some of that love of God and of one another that is at the heart of the Christian faith and what church is meant to be all about.
Not only will it benefit your own spiritual life, it'll benefit the life of your family, of your parish, of your diocese, and eventually the whole church. This is a movement of love.